people on the other face who've experienced health in their real life. So we have Shrenik sir, who's a cancer survivor for the last 23 years. And we want to basically talk about how his life 2.0 has transformed. And he's also here with a very important topic, which is related to COVID. A lot of people are going through mental health issues. They're going through depression. They're losing jobs, or they have created anxiety because things are not working. Might be at work, might be at business, or might be at the family life. And this depression is leading to a lot of mental health issues. And Shrenik sir clearly believes that our mental health determines the strength of our physical health. So he's going to discuss more about this particular health parameter. And we've done a show which is completely on his autobiography the last time he was on this particular channel. But this particular show is all for yours, about you, how you can take your life forward. And this journey is about him, where he is not given up. He's one of the most motivational person in the cancer history, where a lot of people who get diagnosed with cancer are looking up to him as an example and living their life completely. So over to you, sir. Maybe you can get started. And thanks a lot for taking time out and joining us. And this show, you've decided to do it for others. So I really appreciate you doing this, and in this late hour. So over to you.
Thank you, Ravi. It's really wonderful seeing you once again and being on a Work TV platform in a very short time, that is less than 2 months. Let me welcome the friends, listeners across the globe, and in fact, if you can see the shot, I'm here to add colors in
Wow.
the life of in the life of people. In fact, I myself in a color business for last more than 3 decades. So colors are my passion for a long time. And before I start talking further, uh, yes, due to this voice, due to this differently animal voice, uh, fortunately, I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing, but for you guys, I'm going to play a very small clip. Just give 10 seconds.
Wow.
ये कोशिशें होंगी कम नहीं, ये कोशिशें तो होंगी कम नहीं, ना चाहिए कुछ तुमसे ज्यादा, तुमसे कम नहीं, ये कोशिशें होंगी कम नहीं, ये कोशिशें तो होंगी कम नहीं, ना चाहिए कुछ तुमसे ज्यादा, तुमसे कम नहीं.
Superb.
So, I rather wanted to entertain people with a little song, and in fact, this is my approach towards the life. That means, ये consciousness, that means I never give up my efforts. I keep on putting on efforts every single day, and believe me, Raviji, even at this age, as a matter of fact, I have turned 24th. I have turned 24th on 5th of September. So even at this age, I'm still a student. I keep on learning from every single individual I talk with, I chat with, I meet with, and I rather I'm always excited to learn something new, to experience something new, to adapt every day in my life. And this has given me a lot of boost. I mean, I am getting so much of turbine energy from a people like you, from oncologists, from cancer survivors, caregivers, medical professionals. So, as I said earlier, I keep on learning every single day, and that's my mission all my life. So, that is a little beginning. Let me give a little bit briefing about myself. I'm a businessman. I'm into international business for last more than 4 decades. Traveled to too many countries, too many overseas trips. That's my business side, or I would say professional side. Uh, at the age of 44, I had a midlife crisis. Till 44, I was 100% a businessman and living life for the family and myself and for my business. And then, in January 1997, I started losing my voice. I lost a lot of my weight, and I had a serious problem with the breathing. And uh, I would say 24 hours, I was almost in a standing condition or in a landing condition. And believe me, I was never suspecting that cancer, larynx, vocal cord cancer was developing in my body. And by the time I got diagnosed, it was in a bad stage. So that was the situation in August and September 1997. A very young oncologist from Ahmedabad, Dr. Gautam Patel. He is too kind, a very skillful person as a surgical oncologist. He gave me a second life, and uh, every I would say since 5th September 1997 till date, and for many more years to come, I am going to in-depth development because this life 2.0 is all given by him. Otherwise, I would have never survived. It was in a very bad shape at that point of time. So I extended him from bottom of my heart, and then on top of that, he had given me a lot of motivation. Is my I would say is my turbine energy source. I mean, I'm getting so much of energy from his dedication, and subsequently I started counseling cancer patients, even caregivers, and I believe I'm in this into counseling and speaking for last nearly 10 years or 1 decade. And subsequently, I started giving presentation outside India. I was invited in UK twice, and then also I given some presentation in US through webinar during this pandemic. Well, since we have started, and this today's event is all about pandemic and mindfulness. One thing I would like to disclose, or I would like to reveal two different secrets at the time. Believe me, as you know, the smartphone was invented in 1992, but we have completely forgotten that we by ourselves, we are smartphone already. We are born with a smartphone system ourselves.
True.
From eight to those, how many apps we have, and this is our lifetime package, lifetime free package. You did not have to download anything. There is no condition, there is no advertisement, there is nothing. Seeing is one app, listening is another, eating is another one, tasting of food is one more, feeling something, smelling, and I mean there are I can count, I can list out more than 100 apps we have within ourselves, and that's not new. This is being a built-in smartphone by ourselves, and let's not forget, in case of a human being, in the case of our life, the the role of gravity. The role of gravity is not effective at all. The blood
Yep.
is going from leg to up, so that is against gravity, isn't it? So at times, be it a pandemic, be it a cancer, be it any damn disease, uh, we are asking the God, why me, right? But then when we got born, when we are born, don't you think that we should be grateful to our parents, grateful to the God for what whatever we have been given free of cost for a lifetime? Is it not a wonderful Wi-Fi package, where there is no issue of electricity, no issue of payment, no issue of anything? So let's make it a point that from today onward, let's not complain to the God, why me? On the contrary, let's be grateful for sending us on this planet with the bonus of a smile, and let us not waste that smile for a small reason. And see, in Western countries, there is a very clear culture of DIY, do it yourself. We have to adapt this every single day. Let's do it everything ourselves. Be grateful to God, and that's what life is supposed to be. Uh, See, when I lost my voice, I was survived with my wife and two sons. They were 21 and 19. If I would have given up at that point of time, like okay, I lost my larynx, I lost my vocal cord, now I cannot do anything, and I would have sit up at home doing nothing. But I took up the challenge, and the rest is history. You can see my various social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all my activities from time to time. As a matter of fact, in current time, I'm just trying to correlate the pandemic issue, the mindfulness, depression, and a lot of social, financial, physical issues, and I would like to compare this with the current event which is going on in UAE, that is Dubai, Sharjah, the 2020. The 2020 match started in 2008. It's 11 years. But, sir, we are playing 2020 every single day.
I agree.
You never know. You never know who is going to be the next bowler. You never know what is going to be the speed of the next ball coming towards you. It could be off break, could be leg break, it could be googly, or it could be bouncer. Now we have to be smart. We have to be smart, and we need to decide whether we need to play like a Virat Kohli or MS Dhoni or someone else. So far as you don't get bowled out, you are all set. So same with the case in every single day in our life. Problems are coming and going, and I have seen for last more than 30 years, and this is my own experience. And in number of my presentation in India and abroad, I'm saying that topics which are not being uh, taught in Harvard or Oxford Business School, I have learned, and you and too many people like me, you are learning from the University of Experience,
True.
and that is incredible. I must admit one thing, that even at this age, I really don't know how to play chess. You can beat me in less than 30 seconds. I am sure about it. But when it comes to make move in the life, I know how to handle these things, and that is because of what I've learned from university of experience. It's all about mindfulness. Due to this current pandemic situation and lot of stress in various situation, I have a very simple solution. Yes, and this solution is absolutely free. I'm not going to charge anything to anybody, and people can get in touch with me through social media or phone whenever they want. I mean, no question being asked, no condition to be laid down, and that is 4 pillars. Number one, acceptance. Number two, courage. Number three, confidence. And number four, troubleshooting. When when you can manage all these four, and you need to build a bridge between head and heart, build that bridge between head and heart, and surface it with a gratitude. Believe me, there won't be any one single problem in front of you being unsolved. And let us not forget that, like us, problem itself is fearful. If you run after the problem will run away. But the day on which you will start being fearful that this problem has come, what to do, what not to do, and if you stay quiet, there is no way, absolutely no way, then problem will be on you. In some of my lectures, particularly in cancer conferences, in medical colleges, I give one example that cancer or any specific disease is like a stallion. It's like a stallion. either you ride on a stallion, otherwise stallion is going to ride on you by default. So you have to be smart, like you want to ride on a stallion or not, and that's all about the life. One more, a very simple example I would like to describe the tongue inside. We are eating 5 times, 10 times, 2 times, 3 times. That is hardly single instance that tongue is getting blocked in between teeth. If tongue can manage all this stuff while we eat, while we drink, cannot we solve the problem? If a small portion of tongue can manage everything, why cannot we manage all these stuffs ourselves?
True. So true. That's a nice
And
comparison.
one more aspect I would like to describe. Same. I would not. I don't want to address pandemic directly, but the situation, circumstances, and how to manage things. I am not a doctor, and fortunately or unfortunately, no medical college is going to give me admission at least in this month. Next month, I don't know, but at least in this, so I cannot comment anything on a medical side, and I will never doing it either. But I can make comparison. Uh, as I said, while being grateful to the God, we have been given two different filters. One is in our lungs, another is in kidney. These two are functioning to purify everything we have within our body. But then let's not forget God is also equally smart. He said, I have given you two filters, but then you have to set up your own filter here. If you if you use appropriate filtration in your head from negativity to positivity, believe me, there will not be at least no fear in your life. It should be 100% fearless life, and that is all about negativity. And when you store negativity, where is the place? Where is the place for the positivity in the life? You always think all the time negative, and let's not forget one thing, and this is a universal truth that the day on which we are born, the same day our charter flight, on the same day our charter flight is booked for going back, but we have no resources. You cannot use make my trip to make our online booking, right? So why to worry? I mean, whenever it has to happen, let it happen. But till that time, just for the sake of catching that particular flight, you are spoiling your present, you are spoiling your future, you are spoiling your moment tomorrow. Let's not do that, because it is not in our hand, it's not in our control. And then he's a big boss. Let him manage. I mean, well, what is the point in interfering his business? No, absolutely not. So let's be smart. I mean, whatever is going to happen, nobody can stop it, and there is no resource to stop it either. So let us be a very fair, very practical, and live in the moment. Uh, I don't know if it is possible to show some pictures, but this is important about living your life. trying to give, or rather, I'm trying to illustrate every day, whatever we are experiencing in our life. We are using gas lighter. We are using gas lighter to start the burners, and unless we don't use that lighter, the burner is not going to start. So our very small spark can start the burner. Cannot use same kind of spark in our own life. If we get the day on which we start using spark in our own life, believe me, you need not have to depend on others. You can manage things on your own, and that is always a beautiful condition in the life. So fortunately, we have been blessed with so many benefits, so many luxuries in the life, the day on which we born, and one of the precious and free gift is a smile. You don't need to pay for smiling, and see, being a human, it is a normal human psychology that if we get something not free, we will run for that. But even we know that we have been given smile for free, we are not using it. We are trying to cry, we are trying to do so many unusual things, but whatever we have got within ourselves, we are not using it. So, as I said earlier, we need to be smart.
True. I agree with you, sir. So we have some of the audience who are watching this particular show. So first of all, greetings from Ravindra Dabaru. Uh, he's basically, he's complimenting. He's saying, "Great to see you after a long time," and full to colorful, sir, and for a change, wonderful combination. So I think he's used to seeing you in the same shirt. So he's glad that he's seeing you in a colorful moment, and yeah, he is appreciating this song. So I have a question about this song. ये हरदम romantic songs अभी या पहले से ही आपके this song selection अभी ऐसे थे तो तब कैसे थे in your 20s your life 1.0 के 20s में कैसा था?
Fabulous, fabulous. But I must say that Life 2.0 is far more better than Life 1.0, because the reason I tell you, the Life 1.0 I was living for myself. Life 1.0 I was living for my business, for my family. Now Life 2.0 I'm living for others. And the best part is I am invariably every single day being blessed, every single day being well wished. I would say I am surrounded by very kind people globally, 360-degree. So that is my biggest achievement. And for this particular song or any song, believe me, every single day when I wake up, a new song is playing within me, and that's going on. And let me give you another a very beautiful example. Have you must have seen the TV news, sorry, TV advertisement, and print advertisement. Have you seen Katrina Kaif having a matcha like this? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
They one drop of matcha, that gives us so much of pleasure.
True.
So we can have the same kind of matcha in our life. You must know how to do it, how to manage it. And one more point again, coming to Ravindra, Daviro is my good friend, and because of him, this book came into existence in the month of June. So I'm grateful to him and the author Jasween. So coming to the song, uh, believe me, just like mother, I am swallowing lyrics of in the songs. I am literally swallowing lyrics of my song, lyrics of the songs, and that is keeping me going. On the contrary, it's making me a lot like a bumblebee. I'm enjoying like anything. It's a fabulous life, no complaint at all in the life.
Superb. So we have Sirisha who's complimenting about the words which you used, and Gopa Kumar, Dr. Gopa Kumar is also in line with what you're saying. So we have a couple of other viewers also joining in. So viewers, feel free to ask questions. First, Shrenik sir, if you have anything in your mind, both related to mental health, and if you want to ask him about how that has become his strength, and you can also ask about how he's with this charm, this same smile, how is he killing the cancer. I mean, he was talking about a good example of how cancer behaves. It's like riding on the tiger. So you have to ride on the tiger, otherwise the tiger will kill you. So you have both the options when you have cancer. So yeah, any questions like that, feel free to ask. In the meanwhile, sir, question for me from my side is, this wording, I mean, this sentence or the topic of this particular, episode, you said mental health determines strength of your physical health. So, how do you feel? I mean, I have a good example, but I wanted your perspective of one good example where, this makes a lot of sense for common people who do not understand cancer, or who do not have not gone through anything in life, where they've not seen the taste yet of life. So for them, maybe some good example.
Well, very simple. When any specific situation or problem is coming along, better don't try to analyze why did someone who did it, why did it, now does it do. Instead, concentrate on solving the problem, solving the trouble. And once you will start troubleshooting, you will become an expert. Then slowly and gradually, even when problem will come and go, you will never, it will never change your life. It will never change your attitude. And one more point I would like to mention, side by side, that whoever has helped you during your rough time, during your problem, whatever, don't ever forget to express your gratitude, because it is, I mean, there are too many people who said that attitude is everything, but if you convert that attitude into gratitude, it is a bonus. It is a bonus. And believe me, even God is watching you all there. That, like, I mean, you are not forgetting people who are or who were along with you, and that's the key to the life. Another point, start living your life, living the moment. I give you one small and simple example of myself. I make a very good coffee, and believe me, making a coffee and having my breakfast, I need about half an hour, but that is my premium time. That is my absolutely premium time, and that half an hour is helping me to grab another 23 and hour for all my day. I wake up the next day morning. So that means that half an hour is on mine and nothing doing. I do it, and that's why I said earlier that do it yourself. On the contrary, instead of asking this spouse for making it for you, you better serve them, and believe me, you will find so much of pleasure, so much of accomplishment you will never be able to explain in the words, because by doing so you are adding your emotions, by doing so you are adding your love inside, and that makes difference.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, I've experienced this, so I no doubt this works. So, yeah. So, audience, feel free to ask if you have any question. Sir, when do you feel? I mean, you feel that the cancer is still with you, or you feel that you have you know overcome.
um Ravijit, at times, I am completely lost, because, all the time things are going on, here and there, pertaining to the counseling, pertaining to my speaking and topics like that. Same, there is a very important uh, terminology which is described in four letters, that is STML. It's a kind of disease, and full form is short-term memory loss. Short-term memory loss means you forget something. Occurred in a while. So what I did is I transformed. Again, is on my God, on my grace of God, I have transformed that HTML into a different form, and that is LTSML, long-term specific memory loss. I really don't remember that I had a cancer.
Super.
Absolutely no. And believe me, that is a zero, I would say zero fear, absolutely about recurrence, about nothing. And when it has occurred, that it has occurred, I am always there. See, cancer has only one ability to spread, and I have thousand abilities to control it. So I am not worried at all about any such situation. And again, I'm blessed by too many people, so nothing is going to happen at all.
Okay. So we have a question from Trisha Biswas. What was going on in your mind when you heard the word C word from your doctor? And how long did it take to accept the fact and fight it off?
Uh, well, I will explain to you in a different way. Suppose you are having a problem with your car and it's not starting. What you will do is you will call the mechanic, because you are not engineer, right? You are not engineer. You don't know how to handle it. So you will call engineer and you will ask him that, okay, please see what has gone wrong, and you sort it out. Same thing I did when say when I was told by my doctor that I suspect cancer. So at that point I was 44 at that point of time, and I went along with my wife, and my situation was terrible. That was actual helplessness. So he said, like, I am suspecting cancer and we need to perform tests for me and surgery biopsy. I said, sir, whatever you want to do it, do it. I am simply concerned with getting cured. I have never asked one single question. He said, get admitted day after tomorrow. We got admitted. I got admitted. Surgery was done. Within a week time, I was released from hospital. Thereafter, I had 30 rounds of radiation, and in 3 months, exactly 91st day, I was back to work. Nothing doing. It's like something has gone wrong with the car, something has gone wrong with your vehicle. Get it repaired, and let's not forget that this is a very important point I would like to mention. Web browsers are absolutely a wonderful encyclopedia of information, but when it comes to the treatment, you must follow your medical professor, you must follow your oncologist. At that point of time, web browsers are not going to help you in any way at all. So better to stick to your treating oncologist or medical professionals. Don't simply get along and break your head by reading out, because those informations varies from patient to patient, treatment varies from patient to patient. So better not to indulge into it. So I mean, for me, it was absolutely like having a fever, and I just got treated, and that's it. No, absolutely. I did not deter one single person, and same with the case, even with my wife as well. That was absolutely uh, no problem, no discussion, nothing doing, just like a normal treatment, and that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Trisha. Very, very nice question. The next question is from Darshil Shah. How NGOs support cancer awareness? I think what he meant is how NGOs can support cancer awareness.
See, fortunately, NGOs are doing a wonderful job, and thanks to so many social medias like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and even people, survivors like me, and even other individuals, they are easily getting involved, and they are coming forward with a lot of support. So I must say, uh, when I got diagnosed with the cancer, at that point of time, there was not one single support available, zero. And in last 15 years, 10, 15 years, there are countless number of support groups, NGOs, and people are getting involved. Like I by myself, I am connected with more than 45 different cancer support groups in last 10 years. So
Wow.
I keep on counseling, I keep on supporting, and even I keep on learning from them as well.
Super, sir. Thanks a lot, Darshil. That was a very nice question. Have you changed your lifestyle after you got diagnosed? You know, so did you change the way you ate things, or I know you started making a lot of changes in the way you were experiencing life, slowing down, relishing the moments. But any lifestyle changes?
No, on the contrary, I'm becoming more active, and yes, earlier before I got diagnosed, I was bit introvert, and at present now, I mean, since I'm talking with you, I need not to explain whether I'm introvert or something else. So that is a difference, and that's what I would like to mention. That this is again grace of God, and support of too many people globally.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, I have a couple of pictures which are lined up of Shrenik sir and his activities, including some postures which even I can't do. So let me just play that for the audience here. Yes, sir. Though, there were a couple of pictures, including one with the yoga posture, which even I have not tried, and I don't think so. I can do it now. Uh, but yeah, can life after cancer be wholesome? This, and you said yes. Maybe if you can, throw some light on that.
Um, yes, yes, it is 100% wholesome. Again, coming to this cancer and medical treatment, I would like to use very funny, a very funny experience or a phrase when it is coming to cancer treatments. And I would like all listeners and who are undergoing treatment, cancer treatment, I would like to mention that cancer treatments are like arranged, arranged, arranged medical, yes, arranged medical marriage, arranged medical marriage. You really have no choice because every single day while undergoing the treatment, you are doing it. That yes, I need to tolerate because I want to get cured. So it's like arranged medical marriage where you don't have a choice. It's by default, and that's what you have to manage till you are cured, till you are fully cured after the treatment. So it's like this. But I must say that fortunately the oncologists, be it in India, be it abroad, they are absolutely very much skillful. There is tremendous technology available and so much of exposure they are getting every single day. So, as I said earlier, relying upon oncologists, relying upon treatment, that is the best choice. And as a matter of fact, once a person get diagnosed with the cancer, yours it doesn't have a choice, and then it's better to undergo right treatment. And in most cases, things are getting settled sooner or later. Of course, as I said earlier, you need to tolerate so many things. I mean, that could be financial loss, there could be problem with the sleeping, problem with so many things. But still, as I said, we really don't have no choice. But with a total mindfulness, you will be able to control it, you will be able to manage it to definitely a very good extent. So as I said, you need to build a bridge between id and art, and you need to manage and believe in your oncologist, believe in the treatment. A few days back, during one of my chat conversation, somebody said that like we are going for a multiple consultation. So now one simple question if you are going for a multiple question, multiple consultation, that will take 1 week, 10 days, 1 month till the time. If you are not going to continue or start the treatment, cancer is going to progress like anything, and at the end of the day, you are nowhere. So better to have one or maybe two opinion and follow the oncologist, and they really don't have any reason to not cure you because they are there, they know their business. So let them do that business, their expertise, their skill, and they do it based on technology currently available. So better to follow them.
I agree with you. Too many opinions is like too many chefs spoiling the broth.
And then you get confused. You never know that what, and if you are not doctor, you are not going to. I mean, you won't be able to take appropriate decision, and you end up with a major problem.
Yeah. Mr. Sachin Vartikar is saying life after cancer is beautiful. And he's also asking how was your family's reaction when you got diagnosed? Yeah, there is a beautiful life even after cancer. Super.
See, the key factor is the support from the family always making a lot of difference. No doubt about it. But then whoever is suffering, he or she needs to be strong. I mean, if you are not strong enough, you know, because ultimately you are going to tolerate, ultimately you are going to suffer. So you need to make sure that what you really want to achieve out of the life, and when things happen is happen. Now let's come to a conclusion. How best to solve the problem instead of analyzing the problem.
Thank you, sir. So finally, the last question from my side. So, what is the suggestion you have for people who are depressed or having anxiety because either they've lost their job or their business is low, they're not able to drive the business right now, or they're having some issues because of COVID, and there are some family issues happening within home.
Well, there are two different solutions I would like to suggest. Number one is give patience, give patience, because the beat up pandemic, beat up any problem, that is going to be solution sooner or later. It is really a matter of time, and in such condition, it's better to go along with the flow. Once you will go along with the flow, nothing will go wrong. Yes, it will take some time, but then it is not the end of the life. And let's not forget one thing, that suppose I mean, I don't know you, and I give you something valuable. What will you do? You will see it every day, you will preserve it, and you will enjoy it, you will cherish it for all your life. Same in the case when we have been given a life by our parents, by the great God, where we cannot trash it, we cannot trash it. We are, I would say, we are rather not allowed, we are rather not authorized to trash it. Let's not waste it, because the life which is given, that will not be coming to you once again at any point of time. So better give measures, go along with the flow, give mindfulness, give among yes, it is difficult to keep cool, but you really don't have choice. So there is always a sunrise after sunset. So better wait for a better tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. That's a very nice way of putting it across. There is always a sunrise after sunset. So, So all the friends who are watching it or who are going through this particular stress because of no job or business going low, just wait, and maybe it's written that 2020 is for you to relax. Maybe you've been working really hard for 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, 40 years, and this is a small sabbatical for you to relax and enjoy. Give a break to your body.
That is, I mean, due to this pandemic, uh, you got a chance to learn so many things. You got a chance to see inside. You got a chance to make a lot of changes in your life, and that's for better. So, yes, I mean, I am not of the opinion for a pandemic, but at least we got something new to learn from the life, for the life, from the life, from the family. And before we conclude, I just would like to speak very quickly about my biography. This SHAHENSHAH, this is occurred because of a very humble words by Ravindra Tabiru and the author Jaswir Singh Dagi, and it was our about 2 months, 2.5 months journey of narrating and putting it across. But it's not at all about cancer. It's not about fighting cancer. This book is for everyone, just to have a mindfulness and to build a bridge between it and art. So I would request to go for this. I mean, you will remember me, and by reading it, you will never regret for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot, friends, for joining in. And thank you, Shrenik sir, for joining this particular show. Again, friends, this health series, we thought, why not, people who are coming out of health have created miracles, have created history with their way of living and change the terms of health. So that's a reason, apart from doctors and health professionals, we are also bringing, such miraculous stories of personalities who are setting an example for other people who are, surviving, not only surviving, but living the life to the fullest. So thanks a lot, sir, for joining in and taking your time out. Mental health is definitely required. We all need it. And the points, the simple family examples that you have given, the comparisons which you have taken, have made a lot of audience, and it was very clear for me to understand it. So very down to earth examples, which mean a lot. Not grammatically. There are a lot of people who use English, which a common man like me can't understand. So so thanks a lot for making this message very down to earth, where everybody can understand and live their life to the fullest. So, and thanks a lot, audience who've been asking questions and watching this particular show. Lovely questions, and thanks for joining and encouraging this particular show. So thanks a lot, sir. Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you
Thank
once
you.
again.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.